In this lesson, we're going to create another method called delete LineType. So the objective is to delete an existing LineType from the drawing and validate the results. So when you are deleting a LineType, same as with deleting a layer, you have to make sure that the LineType that you're going to delete is not the current LineType. So otherwise you will get some error. So let us copy this method so we don't need to keep typing. Let me just call this as delete LineType. And let me just get rid of all this code. Alright, so now we have basically the scaffolding. We have the transaction. We have the layer tab. The LineType tab or LineType table. But in this case, since we are doing a delete, I would like to add a try-catch block. I hope you still remember using the try-catch. So type in try and then enter. So this line here should be inside the try block. And if we encounter an error, then we can just message the user that the error has been encountered and display what type of error is it from the message, and of course abort the transaction. Okay, so in the try block, we need to make sure that the LineType, as I've said earlier, should not be the current LineType, the LineType that we're going to delete. So let us make the bilayer as the current LineType. db.cel_type, that is the command to make LineType current. So lt tab, and we need to type in here the bilayer. So we are going to delete the -2 LineType. Okay. So the way to do that is to loop through the lt tab table, and then we will be basically checking every single LineType in the loop, and if it's the -2 LineType, then we are going to delete it. So how do we do that? We use the for each statement. For each LineType ID as object ID in lt tab, we need to create a variable that will hold the LineType table record. So dim lttr as LineType table record. That should be derived from the transaction object. Get object ID, get object, and then the LTID, and open mode that for read. Okay, so now we are going to check if the name of the LineType is -2. So we do that by creating another if statement here. If lttr dot name equals -2, then we do the delete. So before we do the delete, what should we do? We have to make sure that the LineType table record is open for upgrade. So we do that by typing in upgrade open. And now we can execute the erase command. And that's it. So all we need to do now is commit the transaction. And then, of course, message the user that the LineType has been deleted successfully. This is VBLF. Alright, and we have to exit the for loop. You can omit this line, but it's always good to include it. Let's say we have hundreds or thousands of LineTypes loaded. Once we've found the LineType that we are interested in, then we just exit the for loop right away. We don't need to go through the rest of the other LineTypes because we are not interested in them anymore. So that's about it. Let's do another rebuild. Oops, we encounter a problem here. I forgot to close my AutoCAD. Let me just close this. Do another rebuild. That should fix it. And let me open the AutoCAD very quickly. Okay, let us load our plugin. But before we execute our method, let us first validate one more time. So we are going to delete this -2 LineType. Once we run our code, this -2 should disappear from the list. Alright, let's do that now. Delete delete LineType. LineType was deleted successfully. Let us validate. Yep, -2 is gone. So that's about it for deleting the LineType. Make sure that it is not the current layer. So set up the bilayer as the current layer. And then specify here the LineType that you want to delete. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to create our last method for the LineTypes. We will set the LineType to an object. So I'll see you there.